a country so vast that it spans across 8 different time zones, which means while dawn is just beginning to break in one region, people in another are still sound asleep in the darkness of night. You might start your morning in a bustling city on the eastern side, while far across the land, remote islands are still enjoying the final moments of the previous evening. This time difference doesn't just reflect geographical distance, but also highlights the incredible diversity in climate, landscapes, and lifestyles that coexist within the same national borders. This is none other than the United States. As one of the largest countries in the world, the United States stands out not only for its size, but also for its remarkable cultural, natural, and human diversity. Shaped by waves of immigration and centuries of territorial expansion, the nation is a unique blend of tradition and modernity. From vibrant cities to breathtaking national parks, from richly diverse cuisine to iconic landmarks known around the globe, the United States offers travelers experiences that are both familiar and surprising, always inspiring a spirit of exploration. I've got a challenge for you. Rearrange these letters to reveal the name of one of America's most iconic natural wonders. Hint, this awe-inspiring canyon was carved by a river over millions of years and stretches so wide and deep it looks like a scar across the earth. Leave your answer in the comments below. And let's embark on an adventure to explore America's greatest wonders. The Grand Canyon, carved by the mighty Colorado River, stretches across northern Arizona in the United States. Spanning 277 miles long, up to 18 miles wide, and plunging over a mile deep, it is one of the most awe-inspiring natural wonders on Earth. This immense canyon reveals nearly 2 billion years of geological history through its colorful rock layers, vividly exposed along the walls of the canyon. Surrounded by national parks, forests, and Native American reservations, the Grand Canyon holds deep cultural significance. Indigenous peoples such as the Pueblo, Hualapai, Havasupai, and Navajo have lived here for thousands of years, regarding the canyon as sacred land. European explorers first glimpsed the canyon in the 16th century, but it wasn't until the 19th century that major expeditions, like that of John Wesley Powell, fully charted its vastness. The north and south rims offer very different experiences. The north rim, higher and cooler, is less crowded and closes during winter months, while the South Rim remains accessible year-round, welcoming millions of visitors annually. Hiking, rafting, and scenic viewpoints such as Desert View and Moran Point offer unforgettable ways to experience the canyon's grandeur. Beyond its sheer scale and beauty, the Grand Canyon stands as a testament to nature's slow, powerful forces. Uplifting plateaus, shifting rivers, and carving time itself. For travelers, it's a place where every sunrise paints a new masterpiece. Every trail reveals a story, and every visit leaves an imprint on the soul. Yellowstone National Park, the United States' oldest and most iconic national park, spans across Wyoming, Montana, and Idaho. Established in 1872 as the first national park in the world, Yellowstone holds the largest concentration of hydrothermal features globally, making it a unique natural wonder. Its vast landscape covers nearly 3,500 square miles, featuring rugged mountain ranges, deep valleys carved by glaciers, and vibrant geothermal areas. The park's centerpiece is the Yellowstone Caldera, a massive volcanic basin formed by ancient eruptions that shape the region's extraordinary terrain. Visitors to Yellowstone can explore a diverse array of natural spectacles, from the erupting geysers like Old Faithful, shooting water up to 100 feet, to colorful hot springs such as the dazzling Morning Glory Pool. The park's thermal basins, including Norris and Mammoth Hot Springs, showcase rare geological formations created by mineral deposits and volcanic activity. Yellowstone Lake, perched at over 7,700 feet elevation, is the largest high-altitude lake in North America and offers stunning scenery and recreational opportunities. The region is also a hotspot for wildlife and seismic activity. While Yellowstone experiences frequent small earthquakes, these events sustain the vibrant geothermal system. Beyond the natural wonders, the park's rich human history dates back over 11,000 years, with indigenous tribes and early explorers leaving their mark. Since its inception, Yellowstone has balanced conservation efforts with rising tourism, continually adapting to protect its delicate ecosystems while welcoming millions of visitors annually. Visiting Yosemite in Mariposa County offers a gateway to breathtaking wilderness and charming historic towns. Beyond the iconic Yosemite National Park itself, which spans over 759,000 acres across 4 counties, you can explore scenic spots perfect for fishing, rafting, and mountain biking. The park's striking granite cliffs, roaring waterfalls, giant sequoia groves, and crystal clear streams create a landscape unlike any other. Yosemite's dramatic valley, carved by ancient glaciers, is a geological masterpiece shaped over millions of years. This natural wonder has drawn visitors for centuries, including the Iwanichi people, who called the valley home long before European settlers arrived. Their rich culture and history are woven into Yosemite's story, surviving through museum exhibits and ongoing tribal efforts to preserve their heritage. The park played a crucial role in the birth of America's national parks, thanks to early advocates like John Muir and Galen Clark, who fought to protect the land. Today, millions visit annually, many staying within Yosemite Valley. But there's a whole region of less crowded trails, groves, and outdoor adventures waiting to be discovered. Historic sites like the Mariposa Grove and the Wawona area add layers of human history alongside natural beauty. For travelers eager to connect with nature and history, Yosemite offers an unforgettable experience. Whether hiking to breathtaking vistas, fishing in peaceful streams, or simply soaking in the towering sequoias. Its blend of wild beauty and cultural depth invites you to explore further and create your own story within this timeless landscape. Niagara Falls, New York, sits just across the river from its Canadian twin and shares the thunderous wonder that draws millions each year. But behind the roar of the waterfalls is a city with a complex past. Once booming with industry powered by hydroelectric energy, now quieter, but still rich in story. Long before factories rose, Native American tribes called this region home. European explorers like Robert de La Salle arrived in the 1600s, drawn by trade and the river's strategic location. By the late 19th century, Niagara Falls thrived on industry: rubber, chemicals, abrasives, fed by the mighty river. Tourism existed, but played second fiddle. The 20th century brought both progress and heartbreak. The construction of massive power plants brought jobs and new families, but scandals like Love Canal in the 1970s, a toxic waste disaster, cast a shadow. As industries declined, so did the population. The once bustling city that had over 100,000 residents now has less than half. Still, the falls remain timeless. Horseshoe Falls, the largest and most powerful of the trio, straddles the U.S.-Canada border, with Bridal Veil and American Falls tumbling nearby. Rhode Island, sitting at the river's edge, splits the flow and offers serene walking paths with breathtaking views. At night, the falls glow under colored lights, while boat tours, like the iconic Maid of the Mist, bring you so close you can feel the thunder in your chest. Today, Niagara Falls may no longer be the industrial giant it once was, but it offers something deeper: an encounter with nature's force, a town built on grit, and the quiet hum of resilience. Maui, the second largest island in Hawaii, is where ancient volcanoes meet lush valleys, and the Pacific's rhythms shape both land and life. Formed by the towering Haleakala in the east and the rugged West Maui Mountains, this valley isle is defined by the broad isthmus that links its volcanic halves. The landscape is raw, yet serene: cascading waterfalls, deep green ravines, windswept shores, and beaches that shift from golden to black sand. Polynesians first arrived over 1,000 years ago, bringing the traditions that still echo through hula, chants, and the sacred kapu system. European explorers followed in the late 18th century. Then missionaries, whalers, and plantation owners who left their mark on places like Lahaina, a town once the capital of the Hawaiian Kingdom, and, tragically, one of the hardest hit areas in the 2023 wildfires. Though Lahaina's loss is still deeply felt, the island's spirit endures in its people and traditions. Today, Maui welcomes millions each year, seeking more than just relaxation. You might start your day watching the sunrise above the clouds at Haleakala, drive the winding, waterfall-lined Hana Highway, or snorkel in crystal-clear waters off Molokini Crater. Upcountry towns like Makawao offer a glimpse into Paniolo culture, while Wailia and Ka'anapali host world-class resorts. But the magic of Maui isn't just in what you see, it's in what you feel. The warmth of the locals, the stories held in the land, and the quiet moments at sunset stay with you long after you've gone. Zion National Park in southern Utah is where nature's artistry takes center stage. Towering sandstone cliffs in hues of crimson and cream rise against an endless blue sky, while narrow slot canyons like the Narrows invite you to wade through rushing waters between walls carved by time. Trails wind past hanging gardens, hidden pools, and viewpoints that take your breath away. Literally, if you're climbing Angel's Landing. The park spans a rich intersection of ecosystems: desert, forest, riparian, home to mule deer, bighorn sheep, and over 200 bird species. Each season brings its own rhythm: blooming wildflowers in spring, golden aspens in fall, and dramatic summer storms that unleash temporary waterfalls down sandstone faces. Even in winter, the park remains open and magical, with quiet trails and snow-dusted cliffs. Zion also holds echoes of those who lived here long before it became a national park. For thousands of years, indigenous communities hunted, farmed, and left behind stories etched in stone. the early 1900s, the awe this land inspired led to its protection and the birth of the park we know today. Don't miss the lesser-known corners, like Kolob Canyons or Lava Point, for a quieter, more reflective experience. There's a feeling here you can't quite put into words, something between stillness and wonder. It's the kind of place you think about long after you've gone, replaying the colors, the silence, and that moment when you looked up and felt small in the best possible way. Glacier National Park, nestled in Montana's northern Rockies along the Canadian border, is a spectacular wilderness that blends rugged mountain peaks with pristine lakes and ancient glaciers. Sharing a border with Canada's Waterton Lakes National Park. Together, they form the Waterton Glacier International Peace Park, a symbol of cross-border cooperation since 1932. Spanning over 1,500 square miles, the park is a vast playground carved by ice, where towering peaks rise above the timberline and valleys tell stories of glaciers past and present. Established in 1910, Glacier offers a diverse landscape, from dense forests of spruce and fir on its western slopes to sweeping prairie grasslands in the east. The park's star attractions include the 10,466-foot Mount Cleveland, crystal-clear lakes, cascading waterfalls, and the Garden Wall's dramatic arete. Wildlife abounds here. Mountain goats and bighorn sheep roam high altitudes, while bears, elk, and moose wander the forests. Birdwatchers delight in spotting bald eagles and over 250 other species. For visitors, Glacier is both peaceful and adventurous. The iconic Going to the Sun Road, open in summer, reveals breathtaking panoramas, perfect for photographers and nature lovers alike. With 700 miles of trails, hiking and backpacking bring you closer to untouched beauty. In winter, cross-country skiing transforms the park to a snowy wonderland. Experiencing Glacier National Park feels like stepping into a living painting. Every trail, every vista is a moment to savor. The quiet majesty and wild spirit of this landscape leave a lasting impression, inviting travelers to return again and again. Grand Teton National Park, nestled in northwestern Wyoming, spans roughly 310,000 acres and showcases the dramatic peaks of the 40-mile-long Teton Range alongside much of the northern Jackson Hole Valley. Just 10 miles south of Yellowstone, the park forms part of the vast Greater Yellowstone ecosystem, one of the largest nearly untouched temperate ecosystems on Earth. The area's human story stretches back over 11,000 years. Early inhabitants were migratory hunter-gatherers who followed seasonal routes, evidenced by ancient tools found near Jackson Lake. The eastern Shoshone people later made the Tetons their home, developing a deep spiritual bond with the mountains. European explorers arrived in the early 1800s, drawn by the fur trade's promise. John Coulter, a mountain man, was among the first white men to witness the range's raw beauty. Grand Teton National Park was officially established in 1929, initially protecting only the major peaks. Conservation efforts, notably by John D. Rockefeller Jr., expanded the park through land acquisitions, eventually incorporating much of Jackson Hole. Today, the park's centerpiece is Grand Teton itself, rising nearly 14,000 feet above the valley floor, surrounded by pristine lakes, rivers, and glaciers. The park offers more than stunning vistas. Visitors can hike over 200 miles of trails, fish for the famous Snake River, camp under star-filled skies, and spot wildlife and over 300 bird species. Climbing enthusiasts test their skills on routes of varying difficulty, including the iconic northeast ridge of Grand Teton. Bryce Canyon National Park, nestled in southwestern Utah, is a striking natural wonder, famous not for a traditional canyon, but for its vast amphitheaters filled with towering hoodoos, unique spire-shaped rock formations sculpted by frost and erosion. The park's vibrant red, orange, and white rocks create breathtaking vistas that captivate visitors from around the world. Sitting at a high elevation between 8,000 and 9,000 feet, Bryce offers a cooler, quieter alternative to nearby Zion National Park, with fewer crowds and an intimate connection to nature. The park's history traces back to Mormon settlers in the mid-1800s, with Ebenezer Bryce lending his name to the area. Over time, it evolved from a national monument to a full-fledged national park, preserving 35,835 acres of rugged landscape. Visitors can explore Bryce Amphitheater, the largest of the park's amphitheaters, stretching 12 miles long and 800 feet deep, offering panoramic views of surrounding plateaus and distant mountain ranges. Driving the 18-mile scenic route to Rainbow Point, the park's highest spot at 9,105 feet, reveals sweeping views of the Aquarius Plateau, Henry Mountains, and Vermilion Cliffs. Hiking trails like Navajo Loop and Queen's Garden wind through hoodoos and offer immersive encounters with this surreal landscape. The park's quieter ambiance invites visitors to pause and soak in the extraordinary geological artistry carved over millions of years. Bryce Canyon is more than a visual spectacle. It holds deep cultural significance for the Paiute people, who believed the hoodoos were enchanted beings turned to stone. Grand Prismatic Spring in Yellowstone National Park is a breathtaking natural wonder and the largest hot spring in the United States. Nestled in the Midway Geyser Basin, its vast pool stretches roughly 370 feet across and plunges over 120 feet deep, making it one of the largest of its kind worldwide. Early explorers in the 1800s marveled at its size and intense colors, with the first detailed descriptions dating back to 1839, when fur trappers spotted this boiling lake. What makes the Grand Prismatic Spring truly spectacular is its vivid rainbow-like hues that radiate from the center outward. Deep blue water in the middle transitions through bright greens, yellows, oranges, and fiery reds along the edges. These brilliant colors come from heat-loving microbes called thermophiles, thriving in mineral-rich waters. In the warmer months, The microbial mats turn fiery red and orange, while winter brings a cooler green shade as the organisms adapt to the temperature shifts. The center remains a sterile, cobalt blue due to extreme heat. Visitors to Yellowstone can witness this incredible spectacle from a nearby boardwalk that offers panoramic views. The sight of steam rising above the spring, with its surreal colors glowing under the sun, is unforgettable. Be sure to come early or late in the day to avoid crowds and limited parking near Midway Geyser Basin. Experiencing the Grand Prismatic Spring is like stepping into another world where life thrives against the odds in boiling water and mineral-rich pools. It's a vivid reminder of nature's power and resilience, inviting travelers to pause and appreciate the hidden wonders beneath Yellowstone's surface. Tucked between Carmel and San Simeon along California's legendary Highway 1, Big Sur is a breathtaking 90-mile stretch of rugged cliffs, towering redwoods, and coastal mist that feels like it belongs to another world. Here, the Santa Lucia Mountains plunge into the Pacific, creating one of the most dramatic meeting points of land and sea in the country. Driving the winding highway feels like a cinematic journey. Every curve reveals a view more spectacular than the last. Originally known as El Sur Grande, the Big South, this region remained largely untouched until the 1930s, when the now iconic coastal highway was completed after nearly 2 decades of effort. Even today, the area maintains its wild soul. Electricity doesn't reach every home. Fog rolls in with moody elegance, and cell service disappears more often than not. But that's part of the charm. Big Sur is more than just scenery. It's a place where early settlers left their mark on the land. Names like Pfeiffer, Partington, and Post still linger in the ridges, coves, and local lore. You can hike through redwood canyons, spot condors overhead, or catch a quiet moment at McWay Falls, where water cascades straight into the sea. Stop by the Henry Miller Memorial Library for a dose of literary history, or explore Point Sur Light Station, standing watch over the cliffs since 1889. Big Sur doesn't shout to be noticed. It quietly insists. The kind of place where you slow down without trying. Where the ocean air clears your head. And where every overlook feels like a memory waiting to be made. Tucked high in the Sierra Nevada, Lake Tahoe is a breathtaking freshwater lake straddling the California-Nevada border. Towering at over 6,200 feet above sea level, it's the largest alpine lake in North America and the second deepest in the U.S., reaching depths of more than 1,640 feet. But it's not just the stats that impress. It's the deep, clear, blue waters, the sweeping mountain vistas, and the sense of scale that humbles every visitor. Formed millions of years ago by faulting and shaped by glaciers, Lake Tahoe is ringed by dramatic peaks, like Mount Talek and Freel Peak, with ancient valleys carved into picturesque spots like Emerald Bay and Cascade Lake. More than 75% of its surrounding land is protected national forest, making it a natural haven for wildlife and a playground for outdoor enthusiasts. In winter, powdery slopes lure skiers and snowboarders to world-class resorts, while summer offers endless hiking trails, hidden beaches, and water sports on glassy blue waters. Small towns like South Lake Tahoe and Tahoe City buzz with energy year-round, blending rustic charm with lively restaurants, lakeside bars, and even casinos on the Nevada side. Scenic byways trace the lake's 72-mile shoreline, offering jaw-dropping views at nearly every turn. Even just pulling over to watch the sunset feels like a postcard moment. Lake Tahoe isn't just a stop on the map. It's the kind of place that pulls you in and stays with you. The air is crisper, the stars shine brighter, and every bend in the trail or splash in the water reminds you just how vast and wild the world can be. Cradled between the Tehachapi, Sierra Pelona, and San Gabriel Mountains, Antelope Valley lies at the edge of the Mojave Desert in northern Los Angeles County. This expansive, high desert plateau is known for its clear skies, open roads, and a stark beauty that comes alive in spring, when native wildflowers, especially the iconic California poppy, sweep across the landscape in vivid orange waves after a good rain season. Named after the pronghorns that once roamed in great numbers, the valley has a complex past shaped by nature, history, and modern industry. By the late 1800s, most of these antelope vanished due to harsh winters, hunting, and barriers like railway lines. Though rare today, a few still linger in the valley's western edges. Wildlife watchers may instead encounter mule deer, hawks, mountain quail, or even the elusive leopard frog in more remote corners of the region. The valley's main hubs, Lancaster and Palmdale, offer more than just a place to stop. Lancaster is home to the quirky musical road, while Palmdale showcases the area's aviation legacy, tied closely to Edwards Air Force Base and Plant 42, where aerospace innovation has flourished since the 1950s. Though desert towns might lack flashy attractions, they more than make up for it with local charm, good food, and a slower rhythm. For those craving space, sky, and an authentic glimpse of California's desert heartland, Antelope Valley delivers, honest, untamed, and quietly unforgettable. Nestled along Oahu's southeastern coast, Hanauma Bay is a breathtaking marine sanctuary shaped by a volcanic eruption some 32,000 years ago. The result is a crescent-shaped bay framed by rugged, tough cliffs and filled with turquoise water, vibrant coral reefs, and an incredible variety of marine life. Home to over 400 species of fish and a regular hangout for green sea turtles, Hanauma offers one of the most accessible snorkeling spots on the island. Once reserved for Hawaiian royalty, this former fishing and gathering spot transformed over the decades into one of Hawaii's most visited natural attractions. Unfortunately, that popularity came at a cost. Decades of heavy tourism damaged the delicate reef system, worsened by sunscreen pollution and coral trampling. In response, the state implemented strict conservation efforts, daily visitor caps, mandatory educational videos for first-timers, and closures on select days to let marine life recover. Today, visiting Hanauma Bay is a more intentional experience. With online reservations now required, you'll want to plan ahead. But that slower pace is a blessing. It gives you time to appreciate the bay's quiet beauty and understand why locals fought so hard to protect it. Snorkeling here isn't just a fun activity. It's a chance to witness the resilience of a reef slowly healing. Beyond the water's edge, Hanauma Bay offers scenic hiking trails and lookout points where you can soak in panoramic views of the coastline and the vast Pacific Ocean. The nearby Marine Education Center provides engaging exhibits that deepen your understanding of the bay's fragile ecosystem and the ongoing efforts to preserve it. Diamond Head, known locally as Li'ahi, is an iconic volcanic tuff cone on Oahu's southern shore. Its Hawaiian name likely comes from the shape of its ridgeline resembling a tuna's dorsal fin. British sailors in the 19th century named it Diamond Head after mistaking sparkling calcite crystals on the nearby beach for diamonds. This striking landmark is part of the Honolulu Volcanic Series, a set of volcanic features formed by eruptions that occurred hundreds of thousands of years after the main Ko'olau volcano became dormant. Though the Ko'olau mountain range is about 2.6 million years old, Diamond Head itself is relatively young, around 400,000 to 500,000 years old. The crater has played important roles throughout history. It housed Fort Ruger, the first U.S. military reservation in Hawaii, and served as a strategic lookout, offering sweeping views of Waikiki and Oahu's south shore. Today, Part of the crater remains a restricted government site, but most of it is open to visitors who enjoy hiking the trail to the summit lookout, rewarded with panoramic vistas of Honolulu's beaches and cityscape. Near the crater sits the historic Diamond Head Lighthouse, built in 1917, which guides ships safely along the coast. The summit also hosts old military pillboxes, relics of its defensive past. Beyond its natural beauty, Diamond Head has inspired popular culture. From a 1963 Hollywood film starring Charlton Heston to a hit instrumental song in the 1960s, and even televised game shows. Visiting Diamond Head offers more than just a hike. It's a chance to step into a place where nature, history, and culture meet against the stunning backdrop of Hawaii's coastline. It's a must-see for anyone wanting to experience the soul of Oahu firsthand. Death Valley, located in southeastern California's Inyo County, stands as one of the most extreme places on Earth. Stretching roughly 140 miles long and bordered by towering mountain ranges, it holds the record as North America's lowest, hottest, and driest spot. Once a formidable barrier to settlers, Death Valley earned its grim name from a group of pioneers who suffered greatly trying to cross it during the California Gold Rush. The harsh environment shaped a rugged history of mining booms and busts, with ghost towns like Rhyolite standing as silent witnesses to a bygone era. The iconic 20 mule teams hauling borax from the valley capture the spirit of survival amid desolation. Geologically, Death Valley is a rift valley formed by shifting earth blocks sinking and rising over millions of years. Its vast basin holds thick layers of sediment, while the valley floor bakes under summer temperatures that can soar past 120 degrees Fahrenheit, with a record high of 134 degrees Fahrenheit. Winters are mild but dry, with less than 2 inches of rain annually on average, making it one of the driest places in the U.S. Today, Death Valley National Park covers over 5,200 square miles encompassing vast dunes, volcanic craters, and mysterious moving rocks at Racetrack Playa. Visitors can explore vibrant canyons on Artist's Drive or tour historic spots like Scotty's Castle. The extreme landscape challenges and inspires all who come, revealing a raw beauty shaped by time and endurance. Traveling through Death Valley feels like stepping into a place where nature's forces are unrelenting, yet strangely inviting. Every visit reveals new wonders, from snow-capped peaks in winter to sudden desert blooms after rare rains. This is a land of contrasts where life persists against the odds, an unforgettable adventure in one of Earth's most remarkable environments. Sedona, Arizona, is a small city nestled between Coconino and Yavapai counties in the northern Verde Valley. Known for its breathtaking pink sandstone formations, Sedona's landscapes glow warmly at sunrise and sunset, creating a stunning natural canvas. These iconic red rocks draw visitors for hiking, mountain biking, and spiritual retreats, offering endless ways to connect with nature. Named after Sedona Schneble, a woman renowned for her welcoming spirit, the town's roots stretch back to the late 19th century when settlers like John J. Thompson farmed the fertile Oak Creek Canyon. Growth remained slow until water was discovered locally, paving the way for infrastructure and tourism in the mid-20th century. By the 1980s and 90s, Sedona blossomed into a popular destination for vacation homes and retirees, surrounded by unique landmarks such as Cathedral Rock, Bell Rock, and the Chapel of the Holy Cross, a striking architectural marvel rising from a red rock cliff. Sedona's scenic beauty has attracted Hollywood filmmakers since the 1920s, serving as a dramatic backdrop for countless classic westerns and dramas. Despite occasional wildfires, the area remains a vibrant retreat with mild winters and warm summers, ideal for year-round exploration. Outdoor enthusiasts will find an extensive network of trails and natural wonders to discover. from the 7 sacred pools to the expansive views atop Wilson Mountain. The visit to Sedona is more than sightseeing. It's an invitation to pause, breathe, and soak in landscapes that feel both timeless and alive. Each trail, sunset, and quiet moment here creates memories that linger long after you've left the pink rocks behind. Tongass National Forest in southeast Alaska is the largest national forest in the U.S., spanning an astonishing 16.7 million acres, bigger than 10 states combined. This vast wilderness is mostly temperate rainforest, home to rare and endangered plants and animals, with rugged fjords, glaciers, and mountain peaks shaping its dramatic landscape. The forest stretches across islands of the Alexander Archipelago and borders Canada's British Columbia along the coast mountains. Managed by the U.S. Forest Service from Ketchikan, Tongass offers remote beauty that draws nearly 1 million visitors annually, many arriving by cruise ship through the Inside Passage. The forest's history is deeply intertwined with Alaska Native peoples, particularly the Tlingit and Haida tribes, who have lived here for millennia. Legal battles in the 20th century recognized their long-standing ties to the land, shaping policies around ownership and use. Environmental activism in the 1970s and beyond slowed large-scale clear-cutting, leading to legislation that curbed destructive logging practices and protected salmon streams. Today, Tongass is shifting from timber to sustainable uses like recreation, subsistence fishing, and conservation. Its ancient forests provide vital carbon storage, and outdoor enthusiasts can explore hiking trails, kayaking routes, and wildlife viewing spots. Visitors can learn about the forest's natural and cultural heritage at centers like the Mendenhall Glacier Visitor Center in Juneau and the Southeast Alaska Discovery Center in Ketchikan. Exploring Tongass is a rare chance to immerse in one of the last intact temperate rainforests on Earth, where pristine wilderness and indigenous culture blend seamlessly. Rugged, wild, and steeped in history, Badlands National Park in South Dakota is more than just a dramatic landscape of spires and buttes. Spanning over 240,000 acres, this windswept terrain is home to North America's largest mixed grass prairie and shelters wildlife like bison, prairie dogs, and the endangered black-footed ferret. It's a place where the silence is broken only by the rustle of grass or the distant cry of a hawk. The park's South Unit, managed with the Oglala Lakota Nation, tells deeper stories of ghost dances, sacred land, and a struggle for survival and sovereignty. Stronghold Table, the highest point in the park, once hosted the spiritual ghost dance ceremonies in the late 1800s, offering a haunting reminder of the cultural resilience of the Lakota people. For those who venture here, the layered cliffs don't just showcase ancient geology. They whisper the stories of indigenous communities, fossil hunters, and settlers who tried to tame the land. Hike along Notch Trail or drive the Badlands Loop Road to witness a surreal mix of color, erosion, and history. It's not just a stop for fossil enthusiasts or photographers. Standing on the edge of the Badlands Wall, as the sun sinks low, casting shadows across a land that feels untouched and sacred, you begin to understand why so many are drawn back to this wild, storied corner of America. Beyond the scenic overlooks and fossil beds, there's a sense of solitude here that's hard to find elsewhere. Carved into the basalt cliffs of Idaho's Snake River Canyon, Shoshone Falls is a thundering spectacle, often overshadowed by more famous sights. But those who make the journey are rewarded with one of the West's most breathtaking scenes. Towering at 212 feet, it's higher than Niagara and nearly 1,000 feet across. Each spring, melting snow from the Rockies fuels its flow, transforming the river into a roaring sheet of water that crashes into the canyon below. The best time to visit is from April to June, when water releases are highest and the falls are at their most dramatic. Just a few miles northeast of Twin Falls, this natural wonder was once a sacred fishing ground for the Shoshone and Bannock peoples. Today, you can walk the scenic trails in Shoshone Falls Park, stand on viewing platforms perched right at the canyon's edge, and feel the cool mist hit your face as rainbows appear in the spray. Despite irrigation systems and a hydroelectric plant upstream that reduce water flow later in the summer, the falls still command attention year-round. Their horseshoe-shaped drop and layered rock formations offer a stunning geological glimpse into the region's volcanic past. This isn't just a quick roadside attraction. It's a place that leaves you quiet for a moment, standing on the edge of something wild, ancient, and unforgettable. What sets Shoshone Falls apart isn't just its size, it's the feeling of discovery. Unlike more crowded landmarks, this place offers space to breathe, to wander, and to connect with the raw energy of the landscape. Bring a picnic, stay for sunset, and listen to the steady roar echoing off canyon walls. It's the kind of stop that stays with you long after the road trip ends. Hidden deep within Washington's Olympic National Park, the Hoh Rainforest feels like a world untouched by time. This temperate rainforest receives up to 14 feet of rain annually, making it one of the luscious places in the U.S. Towering Sitka spruce and western hemlock dominate the landscape, draped in thick mosses and ferns that thrive in the constant mist. Trails like the Hall of Mosses and Spruce Nature Trail offer immersive walks through this green cathedral, where sunlight barely pierces the dense canopy and silence is almost sacred. The forest is home to Roosevelt elk, black bears, tree frogs, and banana slugs, the latter best spotted during damp, drizzly days when the forest comes alive in vivid green. More adventurous hikers can take the 5-mile island trail, following the glacially fed Hoh River through ancient groves. Fed by Mount Olympus snowmelt, this milky blue river meanders through the forest, carrying nutrients that fuel the entire ecosystem. Recent storms temporarily washed out access via the Upper Hoh Road, but repairs were completed in May 2025, restoring visitor access. Despite the challenges, the Hoh remains a haven for wildlife, for those seeking quiet, and for anyone craving the feeling of stepping into a storybook forest where everything breathes, drips, and grows. It's not just a place to see. It's a place to feel. Standing beneath the towering canopy, you can hear the soft drip of rain from moss-laden branches and the distant call of a raven echoing through the mist. There's a timeless rhythm to this forest, the way fallen trees become nurse logs for new growth, or how elk trails wind quietly through the ferns. Mono Lake, nestled in California's Mono County, is a remarkable saline soda lake formed over 760,000 years ago. Its isolated basin traps salts and minerals, creating alkaline waters that support a unique and thriving ecosystem. This lake's brine shrimp flourish here, sustaining around 2 million migratory birds annually who feast on these shrimp and alkali flies along its shores. Historically, the native Kutsatikaha people harvested the alkali fly pupae as a food source. In the mid-20th century, water diversions by Los Angeles threatened this delicate balance by lowering lake levels, putting wildlife at risk. The grassroots Mono Lake Committee successfully fought to restore water inflow, protecting this vital habitat. The lake sits within the Mono Basin, a geologically active region shaped by volcanic eruptions and tectonic shifts over millions of years. Dramatic volcanic features such as Pauha Island and Panam Crater punctuate the landscape, testaments to the area's fiery past. Mono Lake's most iconic landmarks are its towering tufa formations, limestone spires that formed underwater over centuries when mineral-rich springs reacted with the alkaline lake water. As water levels receded, these surreal towers emerged, creating a stark, otherworldly skyline. Visitors can explore the Mono Lake Tufa State Natural Reserve, where hiking trails offer close-up views of these geological wonders alongside stunning desert vistas. Visiting Mono Lake feels like stepping into an ancient, untouched world where nature's resilience is on full display. The quiet beauty, combined with the vibrant bird life and dramatic volcanic scenery, leaves a lasting impression that's both humbling and inspiring. The Everglades is a unique and sprawling wetland in southern Florida, stretching over a vast limestone shelf from Lake Okeechobee down to Florida Bay. This river of grass flows slowly, about half a mile per day, as a broad, shallow sheet of water, creating a rich ecosystem unlike any other. Seasonal rains flood the area in summer, while dry winters bring drought, shaping a delicate balance of habitats that support diverse wildlife. Long before modern development, Native American tribes like the Calusa, Tequesta, and later the Seminole adapted to life in the Everglades, navigating its waterways and thriving in this watery wilderness. European settlers in the 19th century attempted to drain parts of the Everglades to make room for farms and cities. Over time, canals and levees altered the natural flow of water, threatening the health of the ecosystem. By the late 20th century, conservation efforts gained momentum. The Everglades was recognized internationally for its ecological importance, leading to restoration projects aimed at undoing decades of damage. The Comprehensive Everglades Restoration Plan, approved in 2000, remains one of the largest environmental undertakings in U.S. history, balancing urban growth with the need to protect this fragile landscape. Visiting the Everglades offers a glimpse into a wild, watery world filled with alligators, wading birds, and unique plants. Exploring by airboat or kayak reveals its vastness and quiet beauty. Experiencing the Everglades up close reminds you how intertwined water and land can be, and how vital it is to preserve this extraordinary ecosystem for generations ahead. The Bonneville Salt Flats in northwestern Utah stretch roughly 12 miles long and 5 miles wide, creating a surreal, blindingly white landscape that looks like snow dusted across the desert, even in the heat of summer. This vast salt crust is the remnant of ancient Lake Bonneville, a massive prehistoric lake that once covered much of the region. Today, the salt layer is thickest at the center, up to 5 feet, but thins dramatically toward the edges. It holds nearly 147 million tons of salt, mostly common table salt. The flats are world famous for land speed racing. Since the first record was set here in 1914, the area has become the ultimate proving ground for speed enthusiasts pushing the limits of cars, motorcycles, and experimental vehicles. The salt crust has faced challenges over the years, thinning from natural causes and nearby potash mining. But collaborative efforts by the Bureau of Land Management and local racing organizations aim to protect and restore it. Getting here is straightforward. Take Interstate 80 west from Salt Lake City, passing the shimmering Great Salt Lake before arriving at this vast salt desert. The Salt Flats rest area near milepost 10 offers an unbeatable spot to step out. Hear the crunch of salt beneath your boots, and take in the endless horizon. Watch your step. Salt crystals can be sharp, especially if you're in sandals. After exploring, stop by Wendover, the twin towns on the Utah-Nevada border, where you can enjoy refreshments or nightlife depending on which side you visit. The flat, striking landscape, speed history, and unique environment combine to offer a travel experience unlike any other. Siesta Key Beach is pure bliss for anyone craving sun, sand, and serenity. Voted the top beach in the US and fourth worldwide in 2025 by TripAdvisor, it dazzles with its powdery quartz-white sand that feels like flour beneath your feet and gentle turquoise waves inviting you to unwind. The wide sandy shore stretches endlessly, perfect for long strolls, sunbathing, or just soaking in the coastal calm. Getting around Siesta Key is a breeze thanks to the free trolley that connects the beach with nearby Siesta Key Village in downtown Sarasota. After a day on the sand, you can explore charming local shops, savor fresh seafood at waterfront restaurants, or catch live music in the village's relaxed atmosphere. Ample parking and convenient concessions make this beach easy and comfortable for families and solo travelers alike. Siesta Key itself is a barrier island with a rich history, once reachable only by boat until the first bridge opened in 1917. Today, it's a vibrant community made up of 4 distinct areas: Siesta Beach, Crescent Beach, Turtle Beach, and Siesta Key Village. Each spot offers a unique vibe, from lively crowds to peaceful retreats, and the island is dotted with cozy homes, art galleries, and boutiques. Nature lovers will appreciate the gentle Gulf breezes and frequent dolphin sightings offshore. If you're up for adventure, paddleboarding, kayaking, and snorkeling are popular ways to experience the crystal clear waters. Despite its growth, Siesta Key retains a laid-back charm that invites visitors to slow down and savor every moment. A visit here feels like a breath of fresh ocean air, a chance to reconnect with nature and enjoy simple pleasures. Destin, Florida, sits gracefully on the Emerald Coast, famous for its stunning white sands and striking emerald waters. Once a humble fishing village founded by Captain Leonard Destin in the mid-19th centuries, this charming city has grown into a top vacation spot, drawing millions annually. Its nickname, the world's luckiest fishing village, reflects a rich maritime heritage and the largest fishing fleet in Florida. Nestled on a peninsula between the Gulf of Mexico and Choctawhatchee Bay, Destin's unique geography features the East Pass, a vital waterway connecting the bay to the Gulf. This pass, maintained by regular dredging, leads to Destin Harbor and nearby Crab Island, a popular sandbar and anchorage that appears at low tide, offering a lively gathering place for boaters and sun-seekers alike. The sand on Destin's beaches is among the whitest in the world, made of quartz crystals carried down from the Appalachian Mountains. Visitors can enjoy a dozen beach access points, including Henderson Beach State Recreation Area, and explore nearby natural gems like the Okaloosa Day Use Area at Gulf Island's National Seashore just across the water. Accommodations range from cozy cottages to soaring beachfront condos, meeting the needs of all travelers. During peak season, the population swells from about 14,000 to 40,000 as visitors flood the shores to soak up the sun and savor fresh seafood. Beyond Destin, the region offers gems like Sandyston's golf resorts and the scenic communities of Seaside and Rosemary Beach, making this stretch of coastline an unforgettable getaway. Exploring Destin means more than just a beach day. It's a dive into a community rich with history, nature, and southern charm that leaves lasting memories. Perched at the southern tip of the Florida Keys, Key West is where the road ends and the adventure begins. Surrounded by turquoise waters and only 90 miles from Cuba, this island city blends tropical charm with a rich, colorful past. Once a strategic naval outpost and hub for shipwreck salvagers and cigar makers, Key West now thrives as a laid-back escape full of character and contradictions. Duval Street runs through the heart of the island, connecting the Gulf of Mexico to the Atlantic. Along its 14 blocks, you'll pass open-air bars, art galleries, and historic homes shaded by swaying palms. This is where Ernest Hemingway once wrote, where Cuban exiles rolled cigars, and where nightly sunset celebrations still light up Mallory Square. The island's architecture reflects its diverse heritage. Gingerbread-trimmed cottages and Bahamian-influenced conch houses line quiet lanes scented with jasmine and salt air. Visitors come for the sun, but stay for the soul. Spend a day snorkeling over vibrant reefs, explore Fort Zachary Taylor's Civil War history, or wander through the Mel Fisher Maritime Museum's sunken treasures. Even the cemeteries here tell stories, with humorous epitaphs that mirror the island's free spirit. Despite its size, Key West feels vast in personality. It's a place that welcomes everyone, lives unapologetically, and wears its quirks with pride. A few days here, and you'll understand. Key West isn't just a destination, it's a state of mind. Nestled between the rugged Santa Monica Mountains and the sparkling Pacific Ocean, Malibu captures the essence of coastal California living. Just 30 miles from downtown Los Angeles, this iconic beach town stretches along 21 miles of scenic shoreline, where surfers ride waves at Surfrider Beach and sunsets light up the cliffs of Point Dume. Originally home to the Chumash people, who called it Humaliwo, meaning the surf sounds loudly, Malibu has long been a prized stretch of land. Spanish explorers arrived in the 16th century, and by the late 1800s, the Ringe family owned most of the area, fiercely protecting its wild beauty. Today, traces of that legacy remain in historic sites like the Adamson House and Sarah Retreat. Despite its reputation for multi-million-dollar celebrity homes, Malibu still offers moments of quiet escape. You can hike through Malibu Creek State Park, unwind at hidden beaches like El Matador, or explore the tide pools near Leo Carrillo State Park. And if you're curious about local art history, The colorful ceramic tiles made by Malibu potteries in the 1920s still decorate buildings around town. Even with its share of wildfires and natural challenges, Malibu endures, resilient, glamorous, and grounded in a deep-rooted coastal spirit. It's not just a destination, it's a state of mind, best experienced with sandy feet and salt in the air. While the postcard views often steal the spotlight, what makes Malibu unforgettable is its layered story. Where ancient Chumash culture meets Hollywood legacy, and where nature constantly reminds you who's really in charge. Cannon Beach, tucked along Oregon's northern coast, charms visitors with its small-town atmosphere, windswept shoreline, and stunning sea stacks. The most iconic is Haystack Rock, a 235-foot monolith rising dramatically from the surf. At low tide, you can walk right up to its base, where tide pools reveal vibrant marine life and tufted puffins nest overhead. Nearby, the rugged trails of Ecola State Park lead to sweeping ocean views and the historic Clark's Point of View, named after explorer William Clark, who marveled at the scenery here in 1806. The town gets its name from a naval cannon that washed ashore in the 1840s, a relic from the ill-fated USS Shark. Today, a replica stands proudly near the highway, while the original rests in the local museum. Despite its small size, Cannon Beach boasts a big artistic soul. Art galleries, studios, and theaters line the streets, while annual events like the Stormy Weather Arts Festival and the June Sandcastle Contest fill the town with creativity and color. There are no big chain stores here, just cozy cafes, handcrafted goods, and the steady rhythm of ocean waves. Cannon Beach's charm extends beyond its natural beauty and art scene. The town's welcoming vibe invites you to slow down and savor simple pleasures, like sipping a warm coffee while watching seabirds glide over the waves or sharing fresh seafood at a local bistro. Nearby beaches invite long walks and the chance to spot seals and sea lions lounging on rocks. For outdoor lovers, kayaking and whale watching tours provide unforgettable ways to connect with the Pacific's wild side. Each season brings its own magic here, making Cannon Beach a year-round destination that feels like a peaceful retreat from the everyday rush. Honolulu, the vibrant capital of Hawaii, rests along the southeastern shore of Oahu, offering a unique blend of tropical beauty and rich cultural history. Known as the Sheltered Harbor, this city has long served as Hawaii's gateway to the Pacific and beyond. Its strategic location transformed Honolulu into a bustling port and a crossroads where Asian, Western, and Pacific Island cultures converge, creating a colorful mosaic reflected in the city's food, traditions, and daily life. With a population of around 350,000 in the city proper and over 1 million in the metropolitan area, Honolulu combines modern city life with stunning natural landscapes. Waikiki Beach, famous worldwide, pulses with energy. Resort hotels, surfing spots, and lively nightlife invite visitors to dive into island life. Beyond the beaches, you can explore historic sites like Ailani Palace and Pearl Harbor, where echoes of Hawaii's royal past and pivotal moments in world history remain vivid. The tropical climate is warm year-round, with gentle ocean breezes tempering the sun, making it ideal for outdoor adventures, hiking Diamond Head Crater, snorkeling in crystal-clear waters, or simply savoring a fresh poke bowl while watching the sunset over the Pacific. Honolulu's multicultural population, largely Asian and Pacific Islander, enriches the city's vibrant festivals and culinary scene, offering travelers a taste of Hawaii's diverse heritage. Visiting Honolulu means experiencing a living history intertwined with natural splendor and a welcoming aloha spirit. The city is not just a destination, but a lively hub where the past and present meet, inviting you to create your own unforgettable island memories. Monterey, California, is a charming coastal city perched on a peninsula at the southern tip of Monterey Bay, about 85 miles south of San Francisco. Its history stretches back thousands of years, with the indigenous Costanoan people who thrived here long before Spanish explorers arrived in the 16th century. In 1602, Sebastián Vizcaíno named the area in honor of the Count of Monterey, setting the stage for Monterey to become a vital colonial hub. Founded as a Spanish presidio in 1770 by Gaspar de Portola and Junipero Serra, Monterey soon grew into the capital of Alta California and the center of Spanish and later Mexican administration. The city played a key role during the Mexican-American War, when Commodore John D. Sloat raised the American flag here in 1846. It hosted California's first constitutional convention in 1849, marking a turning point toward statehood. Today, Monterey is a vibrant tourist destination, blending rich history with natural beauty. Visitors flock to the world-renowned Monterey Bay Aquarium. Where towering kelp forests and playful sea otters offer an immersive glimpse into marine life. Outdoor lovers will find endless joy exploring the protected Monterey Bay National Marine Sanctuary, home to migrating whales, sea lions, and colorful fish. Nearby, scenic trails weave through Point Lobos State Natural Reserve, where rugged cliffs meet the crashing Pacific. Walking through Monterey feels like stepping back in time while enjoying the laid-back coastal California lifestyle. It's a place where history, art, and nature converge beautifully, inviting every traveler to experience its timeless allure. Monterey's story is a living tapestry, part ancient heritage, part colonial crossroads, and wholly captivating for anyone drawn to the sea and stories of the past brought vividly to life. Moab, Utah, is a small city known for its breathtaking landscapes and outdoor adventure. Nestled in eastern Utah, It serves as the gateway to Arches and Canyonlands National Parks, drawing visitors year-round. With a population just over 5,300, Moab thrives as a hub for mountain biking, especially on the famous Slick Rock Trail, and hosts the annual Moab Jeep Safari, a magnet for off-road enthusiasts. The town's name has biblical roots, but also possible Native American origins, reflecting its rich cultural layers. Moab's history dates back to the mid-1800s, when early settlers attempted to establish a trading post near the Colorado River. Although initial efforts faced conflict, a permanent community took hold by the late 19th century. The arrival of the railroad nearby shifted trade routes, but Moab adapted and grew through farming and later mining. Moab earned the nickname uranium capital of the world during the mid-20th century, when uranium deposits sparked a mining boom. This period transformed the town's economy and population before the industry's decline in the 1980s. The city also holds a unique place in film history, inspiring legendary westerns thanks to director John Ford's choice of Moab's striking surroundings for shooting. Today, Moab balances its small-town charm with the pressures of tourism and new residents seeking second homes, sparking debates about preserving local life amid rising costs. Visiting Moab means immersing yourself in vast red rock vistas, endless trails, and a spirit of adventure that's deeply woven into its story. The town's blend of history, culture, and outdoor thrills makes it a destination worth savoring beyond the postcard views. Nestled deep in a box canyon in the rugged San Juan Mountains of southwestern Colorado, Telluride stands as a living testament to its mining roots and natural beauty. Founded in 1878 as a silver mining camp, the town's early days were shaped by the discovery of gold and rich mineral veins that sparked a boom despite its remote location. Today, Telluride still wears its mining heritage proudly, with weathered ruins scattered across forested slopes and the iconic Bridal Veil Falls cascading at the canyon's head. Visitors arrive drawn by Telluride's stunning alpine scenery and a vibrant culture that blends history with modern outdoor adventure. The free gondola linking Telluride to Mountain Village offers easy access to world-class skiing during winter and spectacular hiking trails in warmer months. Telluride's charm is deeply tied to its layered past. Bank robberies by the infamous Butch Cassidy, labor struggles that shaped mining laws, and pioneering achievements like the early hydroelectric plant powering local mines. The transition from mining to tourism in the 1970s brought a fresh wave of visitors seeking more than just snow. The town's unique vibe combines the ruggedness of the Old West with a laid-back, artsy spirit that has drawn celebrities and outdoor enthusiasts alike. Travelers can explore two stunning waterfalls just outside town. Visit the historic hydroelectric plant, or soak in panoramic views atop the mountain lifts that climb above 12,000 feet. Experiencing Telluride is more than visiting a ski resort or historic town. It's stepping into a landscape where nature's drama meets a community forged by resilience and creativity. Every corner invites discovery, whether it's on the slopes, at a festival, or wandering the quiet streets echoing with stories from Colorado's storied past. Colorado Springs, nestled at the base of Pikes Peak in east-central Colorado, is a city where natural beauty and rich history collide. With nearly 480,000 residents as of 2020, it stands as Colorado's second largest city and a key hub in the Front Range urban corridor. Sitting over a mile high at 6,035 feet, the city offers breathtaking mountain views and a unique climate influenced by its proximity to the Rockies and warm Chinook winds. Originally inhabited by Ute, Arapaho, and Cheyenne tribes, Colorado Springs quickly grew during the Pikes Peak Gold Rush of 1859. The city's history is woven with stories of early settlers, English immigrants who called it Little London, and pivotal moments like Nikola Tesla's groundbreaking electricity experiments. The city expanded steadily through the 19th and 20th centuries, shaped by mining, aviation, and a strong military presence with multiple Air Force and Space Force bases, making it a strategic defense center. Visitors find plenty to explore, from the iconic Garden of the Gods red rock formations to the U.S. Air Force Academy's impressive campus. Colorado Springs combines small-town charm with metropolitan amenities, offering sunny skies nearly every day, and a community deeply connected to both its natural surroundings and military roots. It's a place where history, adventure, and culture create a compelling destination for travelers seeking an authentic Colorado experience. Exploring Colorado Springs means embracing both its spirited past and its dynamic present, a city ready to surprise and inspire every visitor who ventures into the shadows of the Rockies. Asheville, nestled where the French Broad and Swannanoa rivers meet, sits high in North Carolina's Blue Ridge Mountains at around 2,200 feet above sea level. This scenic city serves as the gateway to the Great Smoky Mountains National Park and is close to the Qualla boundary, home to the eastern band of Cherokee Indians. Nearby Mount Mitchell towers at 6,684 feet, the tallest peak east of the Mississippi River. Asheville's mild climate and mountainous terrain have made it a favored retreat and cultural hub for western North Carolina. Originally Cherokee hunting grounds, the area saw European settlement in the late 18th century. Named for Governor Samuel Ashe, Asheville grew steadily, especially after the arrival of the railroad in 1880, which helped develop local industries like textiles and furniture manufacturing. Today, the city blends its rich history with vibrant arts, craft breweries, and outdoor adventures. The famous Biltmore Estate, a grand mansion built by George Vanderbilt, attracts visitors eager to explore its vast gardens and architecture. Walking through downtown Asheville reveals a creative energy, with galleries, live music, and farm-to-table dining. History buffs can visit the birthplace of novelist Thomas Wolfe, or reflect at Riverside Cemetery, resting place of Wolfe and O. Henry. The surrounding national forests and trails invite hikers and nature lovers to immerse themselves in the mountain beauty. Asheville's story is one of resilience and transformation. From Cherokee lands through turbulent history to a thriving mountain city where culture, nature, and community converge. Travelers will find a welcoming town, rich in both heritage and modern vitality, offering endless discovery beyond the well-trodden paths. Gatlinburg, Tennessee, is a charming mountain town nestled on the edge of the Great Smoky Mountains National Park. Just 39 miles southeast of Knoxville, this small city is a gateway to one of America's most beloved natural treasures. Once a path for Cherokee hunters, the route now known as U.S. Route 441 guides visitors through stunning landscapes filled with lush forests and rolling ridges. The town's history dates back to the early 1800s, when settlers like William Ogle and his family established the first cabins along the Little Pigeon River. Gatlinburg grew slowly, shaped by the lives of veterans and pioneers who carved out a home in the rugged terrain. By the mid-19th century, it earned its name from Radford Gatlin, whose contentious presence marked the community's early days. Despite Civil War tensions, Gatlinburg stayed a peaceful mountain retreat. The arrival of the logging industry in the early 1900s brought economic growth, but it was the push to preserve the wilderness that truly transformed the area. The creation of the Great Smoky Mountains National Park in 1934 turned Gatlinburg into a bustling tourist hub. From a quiet village of just a few houses, it welcomed hundreds of thousands of visitors annually, drawn by the park's scenic beauty and rich Appalachian culture. Today, Gatlinburg blends rustic charm with modern attractions. Visitors can explore arts and crafts at Aeromont School, hike trails up Mount LeConte, or enjoy local shops and eateries in town. Though the city has faced challenges, including devastating wildfires, it remains resilient and welcoming. For travelers, Gatlinburg offers an authentic mountain experience, a place where history, nature, and community come together. Flagstaff, Arizona, nestles in the heart of the Coconino National Forest, just south of the towering San Francisco peaks. Founded in 1881 and named after a pine tree festooned with a U.S. flag on July 4, 1876, this city has deep roots tied to lumber, railroads, and rich Native American history. Sitting at around 7,000 feet, Flagstaff offers a refreshing mountain climate and access to some of Arizona's most stunning natural wonders. The city's location makes it a gateway to iconic attractions such as the Grand Canyon, Meteor Crater, and the Painted Desert. Outdoor enthusiasts flock here for skiing at Arizona Snow Bowl in winter and hiking in warmer months. History buffs can explore ancient Native American ruins in the Museum of Northern Arizona. For stargazers, Lowell Observatory is a highlight, where Pluto was discovered in 1930, and moon landing sites were chosen decades later. Flagstaff has evolved from a timber town into a vibrant hub with a lively downtown filled with historic hotels, local eateries, and shops along the legendary Route 66. The presence of Northern Arizona University adds a youthful, energetic vibe. visitors can immerse themselves in the blend of natural beauty, history, and modern culture while breathing in crisp mountain air. Traveling to Flagstaff is like stepping into a story where wilderness meets history and science blends with adventure. It's a place where every turn offers something new, from volcanic landscapes to starry skies, inviting you to explore and connect with the spirit of the Southwest. Dillon Reservoir, nestled in Summit County, Colorado, is a stunning freshwater lake embraced by the charming towns of Dillon, Frisco, and Silverthorne. Serving as a vital water source for Denver, this reservoir lies just south of I-70, surrounded by world-renowned ski resorts like Breckenridge, Keystone, Copper Mountain, and Arapahoe Basin, making it a prime spot for winter sports enthusiasts and summer adventurers alike. The area's rich history began with a gold rush in 1859 along the Blue River, drawing miners and settlers who founded the original town of Dillon. Over the years, the town shifted locations multiple times, finally relocating in the early 1960s to make way for the reservoir and its dam, which was completed in 1963. This impressive earth-filled dam spans over a mile and rises 231 feet above the riverbed, redirecting water through a deep tunnel beneath the Continental Divide to supply Denver's growing needs. Today, Dillon Reservoir is much more than a water source. It's a vibrant recreational hub. Visitors enjoy ice fishing and snowmobiling in winter, while warmer months offer sailing, boating, and fishing, with over 50,000 rainbow trout stocked annually. The paved 18-mile bike path looping the lake offers breathtaking views, especially at Sapphire Point, where you can overlook the shimmering water and expansive mountain ranges. Nearby, the Dillon Amphitheater hosts lively summer concerts and community events, adding to the welcoming small-town charm. Visiting Dillon Reservoir is a chance to immerse yourself in Colorado's natural beauty and layered history, with endless activities for every season. It's a place where the mountains meet the water, creating unforgettable moments for travelers seeking both relaxation and adventure. San Francisco sits proudly on a narrow peninsula where the Pacific Ocean meets San Francisco Bay, offering stunning vistas that draw travelers from around the world. This city, of about 875,000 people, is a vibrant cultural and financial hub of the West Coast, known for its diverse communities, iconic hills, and timeless charm. The city's famous steep streets climb up hills like Nob Hill and Telegraph Hill, lined with colorful Victorian homes, affectionately called Painted Ladies. The historic cable cars still chug along, providing a uniquely San Franciscan way to soak in panoramic views of the bay and the Golden Gate Bridge. San Francisco's rich history echoes from its days as a gold rush boomtown to its role as a melting pot of immigrants. Neighborhoods like Chinatown and North Beach reveal layers of cultural heritage, while the Presidio and Golden Gate Park offer green spaces where visitors can escape the urban bustle. Weather here is famously fickle. Summer fog blankets the city in a cool mist until midday, offering a refreshing break from the sun's rays. Winters bring mild, rainy days, and spring and fall are ideal for exploring the city's outdoor treasures. Tourists often visit Alcatraz Island, once a notorious prison, now a fascinating historic site surrounded by the bay's deep blue waters. The city's skyline mixes historic architecture with modern skyscrapers, like the Transamerica Pyramid, embodying San Francisco's spirit of reinvention. To truly experience San Francisco, take a walk along the Embarcadero at sunset, savor fresh seafood at Fisherman's Wharf, and explore hidden stairways tucked between neighborhoods. This city invites you to discover its contrasts and fall in love with its endlessly captivating spirit. Seattle, the largest city in Washington state and the Pacific Northwest, pulses with a vibrant mix of history, culture, and modern innovation. Home to nearly 781,000 people in 2024, it ranks as the 18th most populous city in the U.S., with its metropolitan area swelling to over 4 million residents. Nestled between Puget Sound and Lake Washington, Seattle sits just about 100 miles south of Canada, offering stunning waterfront views and a gateway for global trade through its busy port. The city's roots run deep, tracing back over 4,000 years to Native American tribes like the Duwamish, whose villages dotted Elliott Bay. Settlers arrived in the mid-19th century, naming the city after Chief Seattle, a respected indigenous leader. Seattle's early economy grew from logging to shipbuilding, thriving during the Klondike Gold Rush, and later propelled by Boeing's aerospace industry. By the 1980s, the tech boom took hold with Microsoft and Amazon transforming the city's economic landscape. Seattle's cultural scene is legendary, especially for its contributions to music. Its iconic landmarks, Pike Place Market, the Space Needle, and the lush green parks designed by the Olmsted brothers, invite visitors to explore urban nature and history. Travelers will find Seattle a city of contrasts, blending natural beauty with bustling innovation. Stroll the waterfront, visit museums, or catch a coffee at the original Starbucks in Pike Place. The city's neighborhoods each have their own distinct flavor, from the artsy vibes of Capitol Hill to the tech-fueled buzz of South Lake Union. Exploring Seattle reveals a city alive with stories, music, and breathtaking landscapes, a destination that stays with you long after you leave. New Orleans, perched at the mouth of the mighty Mississippi River in southeastern Louisiana, is a city unlike any other in America. Its rich history is steeped in European colonial struggles and cultural blending, which shaped a unique identity still visible today. Known as the birthplace of jazz, New Orleans owes much to its African American community, whose influence pulses through the city's music, cuisine, and vibrant celebrations. Walking through the streets, you'll find a city of striking contrasts. Despite modern urban challenges, New Orleans retains a joyful and rebellious spirit, best captured during its world-famous Mardi Gras festival. Each year, over 1 million visitors flood the streets, drawn by the parades, music, and the electric atmosphere that feels both historic and alive. Geographically, New Orleans is a city of water and levees, lying mostly below sea level, with Lake Pontchartrain to the north and the Mississippi River wrapping around its edges. The city's resilience was tested in 2005 when Hurricane Katrina overwhelmed its flood defenses, causing widespread devastation. Since then, the community has worked tirelessly to rebuild and revitalize neighborhoods, balancing growth with preservation of its unique heritage. Beyond its cultural richness, New Orleans thrives as a major port and industrial center, with bustling shipping routes and diverse industries. The city's soul is palpable in every corner, offering travelers an unforgettable blend of history, music, and warmth. To experience New Orleans is to step into a living story, where every street corner hums with history and hope. It's a place that invites you, not just to visit, but to feel its heartbeat in a way few cities can match. Boston, the capital of Massachusetts, sits gracefully on Massachusetts Bay along the Atlantic coast. Though compact in size, covering just 46 square miles, over a quarter of its area is water, including parts of the Charles River and Boston Harbor. Known as Beantown, Boston earned its nickname from colonial times when molasses from the Caribbean fueled the creation of Boston baked beans, a dish emblematic of the city's rich culinary heritage. Steeped in history, Boston is often called the spiritual heart of New England and played a pivotal role in America's birth and identity. Boston's geography tells a story of transformation. Originally a hilly peninsula surrounded by water, much of the city expanded through landfill in the 19th century. The Back Bay area, once tidal flats, was turned into a beautiful urban landscape with tree-lined streets, the public garden, and the iconic swan boats. For travelers, Boston offers a rich blend of history, culture, and natural beauty, all within easy walking distance. From strolling along the Charles River Esplanade to exploring Faneuil Hall's bustling marketplace, visitors can feel the pulse of a city that honors its past while embracing the future. The city's compact size makes it perfect for discovery on foot or by bike, inviting you to experience its charm one neighborhood at a time. Boston's enduring spirit lies in its ability to evolve while preserving the stories and places that shaped America's story. It's a city that feels both timeless and alive, ready to welcome anyone eager to walk its storied streets and soak in its vibrant culture. Chicago, the largest city in Illinois and the Midwest, buzzes with energy and history along the southwestern shore of Lake Michigan. Home to nearly 2.75 million people, it's the third largest city in the U.S. and anchors a metro area of nearly 10 million residents. Founded in 1837, near a vital portage connecting the Great Lakes to the Mississippi River watershed, Chicago quickly rose from a trading post established by Jean-Baptiste Point du Sable, often called the city's founder. The city's story is one of resilience and innovation. After the devastating Great Chicago Fire of 1871, which destroyed much of the early wooden city, Chicago rebuilt with steel and stone, pioneering the world's first skyscrapers. This spirit of reinvention helped Chicago become a global center for architecture, urban planning, finance, and transportation. O'Hare International Airport ranks among the busiest worldwide, and the city's railroads once set the standard for American time zones. Visitors today flock to Chicago's vibrant cultural scene, from the world-class Art Institute to the Chicago Symphony Orchestra and the lively jazz and blues roots that echo in its neighborhoods. Millennium Park and Navy Pier offer stunning views of Lake Michigan, while 26 miles of public beaches invite relaxation and recreation. Food lovers can savor deep dish pizza in a melting pot of international flavors. Chicago's neighborhoods pulse with diverse history shaped by waves of immigrants and movements like the Great Migration, enriching its music, arts, and activism. Exploring the city reveals a unique blend of Midwestern grit and big city flair, where history and modern life converge. Orlando, Florida, is a vibrant city known worldwide as a top travel destination. With a population exceeding 300,000, it stands as Florida's largest inland city and serves as the bustling heart of Central Florida's metropolitan area. Orlando's allure lies primarily in its world-famous theme parks, including Walt Disney World and Universal Orlando Resort, which attract millions of visitors each year. Beyond these iconic attractions, downtown Orlando offers a lively cultural scene with the Orlando Museum of Art, the Dr. Phillips Center for the Performing Arts, and a vibrant nightlife centered around bars and clubs. The city's history traces back to the 19th century, starting as Fort Gatlin, a military outpost during the Second Seminole War. Early settlers, like Aaron Jernigan, helped shape the community, originally known as Jernigan, before adopting the name Orlando, believed to be inspired by a local legend, or perhaps Shakespeare's character from As You Like It. Over time, Orlando transformed from a modest settlement into a hub for Florida's citrus industry during its golden era in the late 1800s, before evolving into the dynamic metropolis it is today. The city's rapid growth was boosted by the establishment of military bases and, most importantly, the opening of Disney World in the early 1970s, which set Orlando on the path to becoming a global tourist powerhouse. For visitors, Orlando blends thrilling adventures with rich history and modern comforts. The city's resilience and spirit continue to inspire both residents and travelers alike. Nestled in Northern California, just an hour's drive from San Francisco, Napa Valley stands as one of the world's premier wine regions. Its winemaking heritage began in the mid-19th century when pioneers like George C. Yunt planted the valley's first vineyards. The industry flourished with the establishment of Charles Krug Winery in 1861, Napa's first commercial winery, followed by others such as Inglenook and Beringer, which continue to operate today. Despite challenges like the phylloxera epidemic and prohibition, Napa's wine industry rebounded and gained international acclaim. A pivotal moment came in 1976 during the Judgment of Paris, when Napa wines triumphed over French counterparts in a blind tasting, elevating the region's global reputation. Today, Napa Valley boasts over 400 wineries, offering more than just tastings. Visitors can enjoy immersive experiences, from guided cellar tours to curated food pairings, all set against breathtaking vineyard vistas. Beyond wine and dining, Napa Valley offers a wealth of activities. Visitors can explore charming towns like Calistoga, renowned for its natural hot springs and mud baths, or stroll through the art-filled streets of Yountville and St. Helena. Outdoor enthusiasts can hike scenic trails, cycle along vineyard-lined roads, or float above it all in a sunrise hot air balloon ride. With its blend of rustic beauty, rich history, and world-class hospitality, Napa Valley invites travelers to slow down, savor the moment, and discover a California that feels both luxurious and grounded. Rising from the chilly waters of San Francisco Bay, Alcatraz Island is one of the most storied and visually striking landmarks in California. Known simply as The Rock, the island has served many roles throughout its history, from Civil War-era military fortress to infamous federal prison. In 1934, Alcatraz became a maximum security penitentiary designed to hold the most dangerous criminals of the time, including Al Capone, George Machine Gun Kelly, and Robert Stroud, the Birdman of Alcatraz. Surrounded by strong currents and frigid water, escape seemed impossible, though several inmates famously tried, sparking legends that persist to this day. After the prison closed in 1963, due to high operating costs and deteriorating infrastructure, Alcatraz entered a new chapter. In 1969, it was occupied by Native American activists in a pivotal protest that lasted 19 months, drawing national attention to indigenous rights. Today, the island is managed by the National Park Service and welcomes over 1 million visitors each year. Just a short ferry ride from Pier 33 in San Francisco, Alcatraz offers self-guided and ranger-led tours that take you through the historic cell house, solitary confinement wing, and guard quarters. Audio guides, narrated by former guards and inmates, immerse visitors in daily prison life and dramatic escape attempts. The island also features vibrant gardens, seabird colonies, and breathtaking views of the city, Golden Gate Bridge, and Marin Headlands. Rich in history and atmosphere, Alcatraz is more than just a former prison. It's a powerful symbol of isolation, resilience, and the evolving American story. Despite being the smallest state in the U.S., Rhode Island boasts an outsized charm rooted in rich history, coastal beauty, and vibrant culture. Founded in 1636 by Roger Williams as a refuge for religious freedom, the state became a haven for independent thinkers and dissenters. It was the first of the original 13 colonies to declare independence from British rule in 1776, and the last to ratify the U.S. Constitution, testament to its fiercely independent spirit. Today, Rhode Island blends its colonial heritage with modern appeal. The capital city, Providence, is known for its thriving art scene, historic architecture, and acclaimed culinary offerings. Home to Brown University and the Rhode Island School of Design, the city pulses with creativity and innovation. Just a short drive away, Newport offers a glimpse into Gilded Age opulence with its cliffside mansions, cobblestone streets, and the scenic cliff walk overlooking the Atlantic. In summer, sailing regattas, music festivals, and beach escapes draw visitors to the state's 400 miles of coastline. From quiet coastal towns like Narragansett to the artisan shops and seafood shacks of Bristol and Warren, Rhode Island offers a laid-back yet enriching experience. Its small size makes it easy to explore in a single trip, yet each town has its own distinct personality and pace. With deep historical roots, a thriving local culture, and coastal charm in every direction, Rhode Island delivers a uniquely New England experience, intimate, memorable, and deeply American. The United States stretches across vast landscapes and diverse cultures, inviting you to uncover its endless stories at every turn. From bustling cities that never sleep to quiet corners where history whispers, this country offers a journey unlike any other. As you explore its vibrant spirit and wide-open horizons, you'll find a place where dreams take shape and adventures begin anew.